people hear democratic socialism and they think, oh my God, socialist, Marxist. Democratic socialism is not Marxist socialism. Finland, Denmark, all those countries are democratic socialist nations. There's no difference between them and us except for the fact that the rich pay their fair share. Education is free. Health care is free. If
To the
we had
person.
systems like that in the United States, we could afford to pay decent minimum wage.
Well, I'm gonna give you the sales for 35 years of being in sales. I'm all for Bernie. I'm like, Bernie, can't you find another word to call yourself besides
Other
Democrat
than that,
socialist? I mean, you can't work with a marketing guy or a salesperson. I'm not telling you to change anything, but words
he
matter in
believes
sales.
it is great, but when
Yeah.
you come out and say, "I'm a democratic socialist," people go, "Oh my God."
I mean, can't you? I don't know what the word is, but
Yeah.
my goodness, I can't. It's hard for me as a salesperson to sell
It's
socialist in
hard to
rural America
sell that,
Yeah.
yes.
anytime.
Yeah.
But go ahead,
But
Joe. I didn't mean to cut
oh
you
no,
off.
no, this is great. I'm fascinated by that guy. He's such an ineffective senator, but such a very popular human being. And except, I think he's got his bubble. He's got his Vermont bubble where you can get away with saying that, but it's like,
You know something interesting? Vermont is the only state in the United States that does not have to present a balanced yearly fiscal budget. They can put the state in debt, just like the federal US government can put America in debt.
Wow.
Only state in the country like that.
Well,
weird. But the thing about Bernie is, I mean, he's consistent in his beliefs, but he really does seem to care about people, and I think that's
now that
a more effective part of his, like, if he stayed away from the socialist word and just
Right, right. And just
emphasized that he cared about people.
I'm a working class guy. Yeah.
I think, and that it would be about, this is something I'm intrigued about, is that our generation has become like politically about these check boxes, like, are you this, are you that, are you this, are you that? And I have a vague memory of a time in the past where, like, in the last, I think, 30 years, the amount of House and Senate districts in Oregon who changed from red to blue is very few. We have very few purple ones, and a lot of them are just so consistently Republican. We have difficulty getting anybody to even run on them, right? And the same, in terms of Republicans on the west side of the mountains. But I feel like that's one thing that's attributed to, in my theory of the case, is that we're electing people based on what they promise to do instead of on their ability to make decisions. And I would just be so intrigued to have somebody just be like, that's a hard problem. Let's work on it. Instead of, I promise you this thing. And it seems that we used to be that way.
at least more so. Yeah.
More so. More
Yeah.
so. There's always a promise from a politician, but there is at least an implied thing there.